guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Divya Biyani. I work as a software developer in Glance. I have been associated with Newton School from the past few months as a mentor. Newton School is a platform which prepares you for a career in tech. It has courses designed for students, working professionals, and also with women with no tech background. Newton School first trains you for a full 6 months and helps you in becoming amazing full stack developers. It has a network of more than 300 companies. So once the training is complete, Newton School also ensures that you get placed in some of the best companies in the country. And the best part about this program is that this is a pay after placement program, which means that you don't have to pay Newton School until and unless you get placed in a company with a minimum of 5 lakh C2C. Launchpad is another such initiative taken by Newton School. It is for people who want to learn coding from scratch and also learn the basics of different programming languages for absolutely free of cost. This video is also available in the Launchpad section of Newton School, where you can practice different assignments and quizzes related to the course. Please do check out the Launchpad section. I will share the link with you in the description box. Now let's get started. In today's video, we are going to discuss the problem balanced parentheses. So the question goes like this. Given an expression, a string expression, write a program to examine whether the pairs and the orders of the 3 parentheses, that is curly braces, normal braces and square braces, are correct in the expression. And the example given is basically about the example of a balanced parenthesis. So now let's go ahead and try to come up with a solution to this problem. So in this problem, the input is basically a string which will have different parentheses which given are these curly braces, normal braces and squared braces. So they can be a combination of these 6 characters. And our output has to be a boolean, true or false, based on whether this is a balanced parenthesis or not. So now first see what a balanced parenthesis is. So a balanced parenthesis is a parenthesis in which whenever we open a particular bracket, we also close the particular bracket and also it to be in the same order. Like, so suppose if we open like a square bracket and we do some computation there, and inside it if we open a, say suppose a curly braces or a normal braces, and then if we say suppose to make it a balanced parenthesis, the first bracket that needs to be closed is the normal braces and then the square braces. That is how it will become a balanced parenthesis, meaning that the last parenthesis that was opened, right, that should be closed first, and only then the parenthesis that was enclosing it should be closed. Okay, so basically that means is if we have suppose say a square parenthesis and a curly parenthesis, it cannot be like we first close a the square parenthesis and then we close the curly parenthesis, because this is not a valid parenthesis. A balanced parenthesis can either be these square braces have curly braces inside it, or the curly braces has the square parenthesis inside it. So from the question itself, we come to know that the last parenthesis, open parenthesis, that is there, we need to first close that particular parenthesis. So it's sort of like a last in and first out sort of a thing, wherein the last opening bracket should have a last closing, should have the first closing bracket. So with this particular with this particular approach only, we are going. The first thing that comes to my mind is stack. So our approach is going to be using a stack. So now what it is going to be that whenever we come across one of the opening braces, we will just insert that in our stack. Okay, and then whenever we come across a closing parenthesis, we will first check whether our stack is empty or not. Say suppose our stack is empty. In that particular case, we have come across wherein we have a closed parenthesis, but we do not have a open parenthesis for it. That means there is no it has to, so basically a parenthesis has to be in pair, like the opening parenthesis should also be there and a closing parenthesis should be there, and they should be in correct order. So if we do not have any opening parenthesis, that means that this particular expression is not balanced. Okay. Then if suppose we have an opening parenthesis in the stack, then we will actually pop that out and we will check whether they are of the same type. That is, say suppose if we have the closing parenthesis, a square parenthesis, it cannot be that the opening parenthesis is curly or a normal one. It has to be a square one. Only then it is balanced. So we will also check the type if they are equal or not. If they are, we will continue going across the whole problem. Okay. And in the end, say suppose when we actually come to the end, when all the closing parentheses have come out, we also need to check whether our stack is empty or not. Why do we need to check that? Say suppose our stack had like 7 opening parentheses, so our stack will have 7 elements. But while we were closing it, though all the closing parentheses were in the same order, but they were 5. Okay, so in the end our stack will have 2 open parentheses. Okay, that means that though the orders of the closing and the opening braces were same, but we still have certain parentheses which are not yet closed, which means that they are not balanced, right? So this is the whole algorithm. So now let's write the pseudocode for this. So our pseudocode will be like, first we'll have a stack, say suppose S, okay, and then we will have a string. So we'll go through the entire string, right? So say our suppose our string is of length n. So we will go from F. We'll go through each character. Then we'll have a then we'll first check the character. So say suppose our string is expression. So we are going to take the ith character of that string, okay, and we are going to first check that whether this X is opening or closing. So by opening we mean it should be either one of these 3 parentheses ka opening, right? So if our string is if our character is one of these, then what we are going to do is we are going to push in our stack this X, right? If our particular character is closed, so as we know our particular string can only consist of 6 characters, so if they are not one of these opening, they are one of the closed part. So we are going to do the else part. In the else part, we basically want to check first that if our string is empty. If it is empty, right, that means that there was no opening braces for which this closed braces has come. So we will return false immediately, saying that this particular parenthesis is not balanced. Other than that, what we are going to do is we are going to basically, if it is not empty, we are going to pop the last element from our stack, okay, and we are going to check whether the opening and the closing parenthesis of the same type. So what we are going to do is, if our y is equals to this, right, and y is not equals to the opening bracket of the same kind, or similarly we are going to check for all the 3 kinds, right? So based on these 3 conditions, we have come across that the the closing parenthesis and the opening parenthesis that was at the end that needed to be closed at the first are not of the same kind. So that means we will return false, because it clearly shows us that this parenthesis is not balanced, because the opening and closing parentheses are not of the same kind. And like this we will go across all the characters of the string, okay. Now after the whole string we have come across wherein all the opening braces and the closed braces were in the same order. Even after then there can be a scenario, say for example, that our opening braces had 5 normal brackets, right, and the closings were like this. So what will happen is our stack will have firstly 5 opening parentheses like this. Now when the first closing bracket will come, our stack will pop the first element. Then the second parenthesis will come, closing parenthesis, our stack will pop the second last. Then our third closing parenthesis will come, then our stack will pop the last element of that current stack. But still our stack will be left with these 2 opening parenthesis. That means our stack is not empty, and that means our string is not balanced, because for our string to be balanced there should be equal number of opening and there should be equal number of close parenthesis of the same type that we have checked, right? But they should be equal. So by equal, it means that there should be same number of insertions as there are a pop, because when there are opening parentheses we are inserting, when there are closing parentheses we are popping. So they should be equal. So after the end of the whole iteration of the string, our stack should be empty. So if our stack is not empty, say suppose our stack is not empty, so that means that this parenthesis is not balanced, so we will return false. Now after this we have covered all the scenarios where our stacks cannot be balanced. So if our particular string has passed all of these criteria and it has still not come across a criteria where it shows that it is not balanced, that means it is balanced, and hence we are going to return true. So this is the explanation of this particular problem. Now let's try for the given example. So our given example, say suppose our stack is this. So we come across the first, it is a square opening bracket, so we insert it. Then we come across a closing bracket, as opening normal bracket, we insert it. Then the third index which we come is a closing bracket, so we pop we firstly check if our stack is empty. It is not empty, so we pop the element, the last element, and we check if our opening bracket and closing bracket are of same type. In this particular case it is, so we will move ahead. Then we come across another square close bracket, so we first check if our stack is empty or not. Our stack is not empty, so we will pop the element which is a opening bracket. We will check the closing bracket which is a square closing bracket, and the opening which is a square opening bracket are of the same type. Yes, they are. So what we are going to do is we are going to move ahead. Okay. Then the fifth element is a curly braces, so we are going to insert that in our stack. Then the sixth one is actually a closing bracket, so we are going to again check whether our stack is empty or not. It is not empty, so we are going to pop this element and we are going to check if this is of the same type as of our closing element, which it is. So we will go to the next character in the string, which is a square opening bracket, so we insert it. Then we go to the next. Again it's a square opening bracket, so we insert it in our stack. Then again we go to the next character, which is a opening bracket, a normal curly, a normal brace, so we insert it. Now we go to the next character, which is a close bracket, so we check if our stack is empty or not. No, our stack is not empty, it has 3 elements, so we pop the first element and we check if they are of the same type. So a normal opening braces and a normal close braces are of the same type. So we just go to the next element, which is a normal opening bracket. So we insert it, right, in our stack. Then we go to the next character, which is a closing bracket. So we check if our stack is empty or not. It is not empty. Then we pop the last element and we see if they are of the same type. They are of the same type. So we just move to the next element, which is a closing square bracket. So now we again check if our stack is is empty or not, which it is not. So now we pop the last element, which in this particular case is the square opening bracket, if you see. So we pop that and we see they are of the same type. So we go across the next element, which we see is a opening bracket. So we insert it in our stack. Then we come across another element, which is a closing element. So we check if our stack is empty or not. They are not, so we pop the last element and we check if they are of the same type or not. They are of the same type, so we move ahead. Then we come across another closing bracket, so we check if our stack is empty or not. Our stack is not empty. Then we pop the last element and we check. Then we pop the element, and we check if the stack is if they are of the same type or not. They are of the same type, so we move to the next element, and now our string is completed. We do not have any other character. So at the end we just check if our stack is empty or not. It has to be empty in order to be balanced. It is empty. It is that means that we have crossed all the situations where it could have led to being a non-balanced parenthesis, and we have not yet come across that. So this means this is a balanced parenthesis, and hence we return true. So now let's get to coding. So first we are going to find the length of this string. Then we are going to have a stack of char, because we are going to insert 1. Then we are going to iterate through. the whole string. Then we are going to first extract the one character of that string. Now we are going to check if our character is opening braces or closed braces. If it's opening braces, then we are just going to push it in our stack. Else, we need to first check if our stack is empty or not. It can be that there are no opening braces and we only start with the closing braces. In that scenario, our string is non-balanced parenthesis. So we need to first check that if our stack is empty, then we need to return false because our parenthesis is not balanced. If it is not empty, then we need to pop the last element from our stack and we need to check if our x is say suppose square closed bracket, then our y should also be square opening bracket. If it is not, that means our parenthesis is not balanced. So we are going to check it for all the three scenarios. If one of the scenarios, like if our opening and closing brackets are not same, that means we need to return false. Else we need to iterate through the whole array, the whole string. At the end of the string, if a balanced parenthesis is there, then the insertion and then the opening and the closing brackets are same. So that means the stack insertion and the stack pop should also be same. So at the end, we should only be left with an empty stack. If we do not have an empty stack, if a stack is say suppose empty, that if a stack is not empty, that means our parenthesis is not balanced. And if our string has passed all these levels, that means our string is a balanced parenthesis. So we will return true. So that's the code of balanced parenthesis. Now let's try to run it on one of the examples. So say suppose I've given two square brackets, opening and closing. So our output is true as we expected. Now let's try to give a more complex one. First a balanced one only. So so we are going to give like nested openings and closings. Now let's see this output, whether it returns true or false. It is balanced, which should return 2. Now let's try to remove one of the closing brackets and let's see what our output shows. Our output shows as false. Why? Because at the end of the array, our stack would have not been empty because there was one extra opening bracket then closing brackets. Now let's try to first have only closing brackets. Okay, in that particular scenario there was no opening brackets to proceed like before the closing bracket, so it is not a balanced parenthesis. And let's see what our output gives us. So it gives us false. Now let's try to have different types of opening and closing brackets. Say suppose we have a square bracket, but instead of closing first the square bracket, we are closing instead of closing first the curly bracket, we are closing the square bracket. Now let's see what our output is. It is false. Now let's try to make a simple a square opening bracket, then a curly opening bracket, and then a curly closing bracket and a square close bracket, which is a balanced parenthesis. And let's see what our output is. So our output is true. So this is the explanation and the code of this problem. Please do give this a try on the Newton School's Launchpad. And do let us know if you want us to solve any other questions of this kind. Thank you so much.